This is a little Wilesco steamroller I showed last week. I've managed to get some fuel for it, and I did say I would steam it. It'll be steamed once and then clean and put away. Put the water goes in where the safety valve lives. Little spring-loaded safety valve. I'm using, take the chimney up out the road, I'm using warm water, just it saves a little bit of fuel heating the water up. A little sight gauge on the back of the boiler. You see the water roughly halfway up the glass there, a little bit more in. The safety valve can now go back in. Chimney back in place. These are the solid fuel pellets it uses. Used to use meths on the old Mammods years ago, but it's gone into solid fuels a lot. More convenient. But it would be if they would burn. That's it. Right, I'm sure the fire will spread along them. Yeah, that's starting to burn now. Right, that simply pushes into the back of the tender. Right, it's well on fire now, so that pushes into there. That was warm, that bastard. Well, we're waiting for it to get steam up, just like a real full size one. There's some oil points. That's into the cylinder, so we'll put a little bit of steam oil into there. This is Stanley steam car oil, the real stuff. A little bit of that into there. A little bit of oil on the motion and bearings. It's already trying to lift steam pressure. With some nice sizzling noises. It's got a water leak out of the burn that side glass there, which has actually put the fire out, so I'll have to sort the water leak out before I can go much further. I think this tender has to come off so I can get it apart. Some little nuts underneath here and some in the front. I'll take them off and we'll lift the canopy out the road and see if we can get that glass off the back. Right, one more nut on the other side. Right, so that's that removed. They're actually slotted, which is a good idea. Trying to get a little box to put all these parts in. They look like little nuts and bolts through there. Before to try and get them back together. Of course you can't get it. There must be an easier way than this. I don't know what it is. Right, I've managed to get all the little screws out. That comes off. That's obviously the glass in there with that seal around it. Interesting. Right. The Faber washer that's gone all hard and horrible. That'll be the glass, and there appears to be another washer behind it. It needs to be taken apart anyway because the glass is covered in lime scale. I don't know if you can get replacement glasses if they come complete with the seals or what happens. It's something to put an airline in the safety valve hole, see if it'll pop that out. I don't want to break it. Right, very gently with the compressed air. It's not a good fit in there, so it won't seal, but it should be enough to. That's it. Pop that out. You see the lime scale on the inside of the glass. I think that'll probably come with seals. I don't know, I'll have to find out. Right, on closer investigation, it's actually the back of the boiler that's broken off, which is not good. That one's resoldering onto there. It's just soft soldered. Looks like it's been broken for quite a while actually. Right, so I've got a little bit more to do than I first thought. We need the boiler out of it now. I've got a job to do here which is right up my street because it's old and it involves screw cutting. This is a horn of an old diesel Loco or an oldish diesel Loco, and this part here is a part I've got to make that screws into there. And I've also got to make 3 of those check nuts. Straight away when I saw it was old, I went for an old fashioned thread, British Standard brass, which is 26 TPI. And when I put the 26 TPI gauge into it, it doesn't fit. So then I went for 1mm pitch metric, and 1mm pitch goes in no problem at all. So I'm going to class this as a 1mm thread. Before I start making it, I'm going to screw cut a piece of scrap just to make sure that that is the thread. It's easier for me if it's metric because I'm working on a metric lathe. I'll try and get a close up of the threading tool, the screw cutting cage. Right, so that is the 26 TPI. It doesn't quite fit. Now the 1mm goes in there. Hope you can see quite merrily. So I'm going to class it as a 1mm thread. We need 3mm off that to get it down to size. actually a piece of bronze. You can tell the way it's machining, it's not just brass. The bush I've picked up somewhere. Cut on the same center should take us down to size quite nicely. A little chamfer on the start and then a little groove for the screw cutting tool to drop into. I'll set the little gearbox up and cut a 1mm thread and then we'll put some threads on that. You need to make sure that the tool is in true 90 degrees to the job, which it can't be anything else. When you do that with it, I know for a fact it's on centre height. Right, I put a little bit of cut on. I'm watching for my thread indicator to come down onto a line. Forgot to put the feed on, John. This time. The screw cutting's bad enough without pissing about with cameras. Clean up quite nicely. Right, that'll certainly do for John, that's pretty good. Right, so I can carry on now and machine the part we've got to make, knowing full well that we can screw cut the thread. Right, I've got a nice piece of brass bar here. I've centered it so I can run a tail sock live centre in it. I'll do the OD, cut the thread, then bore the hole last. It's 0.8mm off to bring it down to dead on size. We'll check it with a clamp. 0.8. Right, so hopefully that should be dead on size. Same as before, make sure that the screw cutting tool is at the right angle to the job. Right, check again, you've got your gearbox set up right, everything's running nice, everything's on centre height, everything's tight, and there comes a point where you've got to lock the lever in, away it goes. We'll start point now. That's nice. Got piss wobbly slack, but it stools on no problem. Could have done been slightly tighter, but I'm perfectly happy with that. I was trying to get that good shot of the camera, I put a little bit too much feed on, but it's still perfectly acceptable. Really nice sharp thread. Next thing we'll bore it out, part it off the length, and there's a taper to turn on that end. Very slight taper. But that's where we are at the minute. This nut's actually seized on the icon, get the nut off, this is why we're making new ones. I'll have a go at getting it off, but I can get the bastard off. Right, so we'll get a hole through there and then we'll bore and bond into it.